Hello and welcome to Behind the Wall with NI&RO. We're so excited to have our special friend Tamika with us today to talk about keeping balance and keeping peace in this crazy, crazy world. First, I want to say thank you for being here with us today.
Yes, definitely, and for sure. And we wanted to definitely have you on today because she is the peace keeper. We have like a group chat going on every single morning. I get like these great inspirational messages, and you are always the one that's helping me with my balance and keeping peace and keeping things into perspective. So where do you get that momentum from at 6:30 in the morning, like sending these fab inspirational messages?
Well, where do I get it from? I would have to say my journey kind of started in 2017, November. And in 2018, I lost my mom in February. And it brought me to a place of just asking and praying for nothing but the pain to become peaceful. And so in the midst of the pain, I just felt like I could only find peace. And what was it to find? Inner peace, inner joy. And I've basically been on a journey and a quest to basically wake up to that, go to sleep to that, and actually throughout my day find it and find experiences in my day that has purpose of peace, joy, and people.
Wow.
That I can share it with.
Yeah, so I was about to say that when you're going through the journey, I've too lost my mom, so I know what it feels like to be trying to keep peace and find peace. Like, what gives you that vigor to share it with somebody else when you're going through yourself? You know, how is it difficult?
I think that it hasn't been difficult because I think since my mom's death, I've been brought to people that I'm supposed to be brought to, and people who were supposed to be brought to me have come to me, and then people who were supposed to kind of dissipate in a graceful way has also gone. And I think it's also the way to keep balance, like you said, like to keep balance. And so trying to actually keep my energy up high, which helps me to be able to provide some support to others. As long as I know when my balance, when the balance for me is high. So it makes the flow and alignment purposeful.
Okay.
So it sounds like to me that, in the process of you finding your peace and trying to keep it has been like your addiction.
Yes.
Because the momentum to me, because I go in the morning and I have my inspirational stuff, and sometimes I share, but you share every single day. So it's that momentum that's just so attractive to me. And like, where do you get that momentum from to every day?
You know what? Because I've recognized it's not a pick up, put down. It's the everyday practice of life for me. So it's like the zest and the quest of it, because it feels good and it feels right. So because it feels so good and it feels right, and I'm in a place that it does, it's like it just has become like that energy of me. At times, sometimes I just can't explain it. So it feels just that good inside that sometimes is not necessarily explainable. I think it's just more of presence. So like just walking in a room and somebody can feel the presence of you, to me, is more than just kind of being able to explain it. So, and I said the momentum. Like, keeping momentum. Keeping the momentum,
and I get it, and I think we all, because we have the best conversations, that's why we was like, we have to share this particular show with you, and I think we all have the momentum individually to share within ourselves, but you actually going outside of yourself, and that's what I meant, that momentum to continuously share with others.
And you know what?
To say this felt absolutely great, and I'm sending it to NI&RO and whomever else.
Let me do this, because there's people out here want to know what we're talking about.
Yes.
So we're talking about all these goodies that you're sending, but we're not actually talking about the goodies.
Yes.
So can you share some of your practices and what exactly?
So I mean, so I've recently really got into meditation and understanding the importance of meditation to kind of just stop, take a moment where you're just in a space where your thoughts are just going in a good place. And not thinking about all the day to day, but just stopping for a second and taking your place. And for me, I take my place to a beach, water, and I really try to meditate into the sound and create what that is, the feeling, and be connected with it. So if it's 17 seconds or 15 minutes, but I do practice meditating every single day, in the morning and at night. And sometimes in the midst of my daily work and daily life, I have to do it during the daytime as well, just to kind of reconnect with myself. So meditation has been one. Working on trying to go to yoga. I mean, yeah. So which yoga has been great in regards to just some realignment and actually back issues that I've had. So and just trying to stay positive. Trying to stay positive. And I've been in this practice, been very in tune to myself. I mean, just a week ago, I kind of got where I can feel myself getting kind of low. And I said, you know what? I need to go to DC to just recharge myself. Like, I know where there's spaces, places, and people who I can go to or whatever to find myself to kind of recharge. So that I don't get my energy down and I can keep my energy up for myself first. And then be able to extend it to others.
And I think that may be a part of the journey too.
Yes.
Adding to that zest is, we talk about it all the time, extending it to others, especially when you have ones that are alike and gravitate towards the same things and information, or can learn from it. You know?
And that's been a lot of our talks, not only with you, but with other friends. And one thing that I get often is like, I need to find balance, but I don't have money. I gotta work, I gotta do this. And people like associate meditation, yoga, all these great things with money. So tell me, how much, is this something that you think is a cost to it? When you meditate where?
Home.
Okay, so that's...
Or my car.
Yeah, so that's something that
Free.
we can do for free, you know?
YouTube is terrific. YouTube could give you sound meditation, which is free. You can actually find people to kind of help you instruct on how to meditate. But to be honest with you, peace and balance actually has no cost to it. Not monetary cost. It costs you to have to invest and gotta do the work, and the work is actually what you do inside yourself. There's no cost to it. You just have to find the value, which is beyond monetary.
Absolutely.
I can
Beyond
I definitely agree with you.
And
but with some of the gems you do share with us, Abraham Hicks, and those are things that you can actually pick up on YouTube as well. So who are some other people that you find like to listen to?
I will have to be honest. Abraham Hicks is who I listen to every day. Matter of fact, I was listening to her before I came here, but I do listen to Abraham Hicks every morning. And then I listen to other people in regards to just kind of keeping balance of like truth and within myself and seeing things and knowing that like the eye and the world is bigger than what the eye can see. So kind of just finding ways to learn and be able to unlearn some things so that I can feel. Because your eye, the world is bigger than what your eye can see, so it's all about about feeling and really being in tune to your emotions, which are important.
Yeah. And I think that's all that self-discovery, you know what I mean, self-care that you put into yourself. Being willing to explore and go on a journey to say, how do I find balance for me? Because we are given all of these great tips and tools, but it's not cookie cutter.
Yes.
You find what works for you, I find what works for me, Rhonda finds what works for her, and everybody will have to individually find what works for themselves. But these are some great starting tips, and the point is just to start somewhere.
And it's really good to have I mean, I've caught both NI&RO. Like, listen, this is a situation that's going on, and it's really good to be able to know, like, who you also have around you. That, you know, in the idea of when you say like minds, but, you know, the path and journey is for her. That's what's for her is for me. But it's also to be able to share commonality of like minds, so that when you go to someone and you're not necessarily you're looking for her to give you answers, but you're just looking for her to kind of help you redirect your thought.
Yeah.
Because it's all the thought is what you think, and so you have to be very mindful of what it is that your thought that you're creating.
That is a key word. Mindful. And being mindful. And even getting to a place where you're talking about like when you can feel. Like you really have to start being open and mindful of each and everything, each and every emotion, each and every action, each and every, like everything means something to me. Now that I'm in the state of mindfulness, it's like certain things that I wouldn't recognize walking down the street. Now I'm so mindful, like, oh my goodness. Or I'm able to see patterns in things that I never would have recognized before. And that's all part of, you know, coming into yourself and coming in tune to yourself.
Absolutely. And all part of that same journey of growth and self-discovery brings you to a place where you understand self and you know who you are, so you have to reteach people how to treat you. You know what I mean? Because that is also a part of keeping your peace and keeping your balance. So, but knowing those things, you can't teach somebody what you don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, entering this phase of my life, I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly how to teach people how to treat me. And that'll determine that circle that you're talking about.
And what Nia's saying is also important is that teaching people to know how to treat you. You know what? When people, I hear people like, oh wow, you're different, and then I look at inside of myself and I'm like, you know what? I've done the work. I'm doing the work, and you know what? It's the work for me, but now it's being seen, which means that certain things won't even come to me. People won't even come to me with things that they were before, when I was unaligned, unbalanced, frustrated, just all those type of things. And I'm able to take situations and figure out the greater in them, opposed to before, the prior me would take situations and be more irritable about it, as well as just be nasty about it. So I think the more you work on the good in you, you're able to extend it even in situations that people may see quote unquote as bad. Looking at bad to become what's good about it. And again, mindful and purposeful.
Yes.
Because nothing happens by coincidence. Everything is happening for a reason. We just have to find out what the reason is for us.
Exactly. And it's been so much better, even being mindful about the energies that you send out, because sometimes I have to check myself and say, whoa, that energy came to me, let me readjust my system. You know what I mean? Because maybe on the flip side of maybe that was something that I didn't connect to, I also check myself to make sure that I'm not sending out anything
You're not taking in and carrying that negative with you. Like, you
Exactly.
can't allow one experience to stay on you. Now you're walking into your next experience with that ugliness, and they see it and they feel it.
Yeah.
So,
Or more so, just making sure that my energies aren't vibrating that way. So it's like it's a constant, because we're constantly evolving. So we're constantly checking ourselves. We're constantly holding on to balance, and it's sometimes it's at every moment readjustment. Every hour.
I mean, because
every day.
Life is.
You know what I mean? I gotta readjust and make sure I'm in the right spot.
Yeah, because life is evolving, and this is Earth, and so you know, because we are on Earth, then we have to understand there is going to be things, and it actually things are going to come to actually have some check to challenge you as to like, you know, let me wait. Am I really being walking in my truth? You know, and I say it like it's not a pick up, pick down, because I don't find it to be like, this is not like a fashionable thing. I'm just kind of on this thing because this is a new wave. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is really what has helped me to heal and continue to heal.
So if you had someone coming to you that is in that search for peace and balance right now, what would be like 3 gems you would give them, like to start to get the ball rolling?
First would be take the time to self. Be in a space for self. Uncover self. And it can be very difficult, but you kind of got to start with uncovering yourself. And then I would say, as you're uncovering yourself, you have to find the spiritual part to it. The alignment it's like source aligned to higher power, which is God, the universe. And so I think you have to find self with the alignment, which is like the second step of it. And then I think the third step is doing the work. Doing the work. As you're starting to do it, like really do the work and start making it come in fruition. Manifest it and see it start happening. And I think those steps, when you do that, you start feeling full.
Yeah.
And you're full with like goodness. So you just want to do it more and more and more of it.
Wow. So listen to that. Uncover self. Find alignment with self, you know, and self-care.
Yep.
You know, those are the things. So we heard it here today. It came from behind the wall to the front of the wall. Mika, she gave you all that goodness. And we definitely hope that everyone out here listening today could benefit from it. I'm sure they appreciate you. I appreciate you every day. Every day, outside of today, every day I appreciate you.
Thank you.